Hi, Nora. We wanted to talk about the video, right? So yeah, let's come up with a concept. I think each of us should do something. And Nora, are you listening? Hey, Nora?
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. So I was saying, I think each of us should do something about their culture. And Nora?
Hi everyone. The video clip we just saw is a great example of unsuccessful nonverbal communication. Nora and I were acting to be in a video call, where the goal was to discuss and collect ideas for our final video. However, that didn't work out, because as I was trying to explain my thoughts to Nora, she was looking away and looking at her phone, even standing up at some point. And that made me feel like she was bored and not interested in what I was saying. So I got angry. And that all happened without Nora saying anything at all. So it was all just her body language, her nonverbal communication, which made me feel this way. So we are Group 11, and in this video we want to highlight the importance of nonverbal communication. For that, we want to show you some aspects of nonverbal communication in our different cultures, and in the end we will compare them to find differences, but also similarities. So we hope you can learn something from this video, and now enjoy watching.
Hello, I'm Nora from Morocco.
Hi, I'm Leah from Germany.
My name is Silvano Slai and I'm from Ghana.
I'm Nancy from Ghana.
This is Khalid Ahmed from Kenya.
And I'm going to introduce you to some aspects of nonverbal communication from my culture. First off, when talking to each other, you should look each other in the eyes to show respect. Moreover, if you're listening to somebody, you should show that you're paying attention. For example, if you cross your arms and have a bored look on your face, or even look away, the other person will quickly be discouraged to continue to talk, or they might even get angry. Instead, you should have a non-defensive posture and show that you're actively listening. Most of the times, you will quickly see if the other person agrees or disagrees with what you're saying. If they agree with what you're saying, they will nod and maybe smile. If they disagree, however, they will shake their heads and frown or have a skeptical look on their face. So you see, nonverbal communication plays an important role in communication, and therefore also plays an important role in successful communication. If we look again at the factors for successful communication we learned in week 2, like clarity, authenticity, and trust, we see that nonverbal communication brings clarity by not sending ambiguous messages. For example, if you say no, but at the same time shake your head, the other person will probably not know if you mean yes or no. Moreover, authenticity is conveyed by being consistent in your body language. And finally, trust is achieved by creating an open and welcoming environment with your body language.
Non-verbal communication plays an important role when it comes to communication in Ghana. Specifically in the Ghana community, gestures, facial expression, and eye contact plays an important role and also talks a lot about you. When talking to an elderly person, you're not supposed to frown, and also you're supposed to maintain an eye contact, which shows that you are listening to what the elderly person is telling you. Your hands are supposed to be behind you, which is a sign of respect. And because of that, you're not supposed to use your hand when talking to an elderly person. But when you're interacting with your peers, you can use your hands to express yourself. And finally, when it comes to communication between the opposite sex, example is when a woman is talking to a man, she's supposed to maintain a low tone voice to interact with a man, which is a sign of respect.
If you have ever been to Morocco, or if you're planning to come to Morocco, you should know that there are very different cultural aspects here. For greeting people, for example, you can either kiss on both cheeks, or you can hug, or simply you can shake hands. But it's always better to just say Assalamu alaikum, and especially with the other sex. In addition to greeting, and as my fellow colleagues have already mentioned, eye contact is very important to show and to indicate appreciation to the person who is speaking to you. And referring to the very first week of this course, where we have studied the importance of emotions and how emotion affects communication. Finally, I think it's fair to say that even if we might seem different in cultures, we always remain the same as humans.
Region, nonverbal communication is very key in our culture. Facial expressions, body movement, eye contact, and gestures are all ways of conveying information to one another. We can use the nodding of head to say you are in agreement with someone, shaking of head to say you are in a disagreement with someone. You can also use this gesture to call someone, this gesture to let the person sit down, or this gesture to let the person go. Also, you are supposed to keep an eye contact to someone to show that you are listening to the person, or you are paying attention to the person. You are not supposed to use your left hand to talk to people, especially to adults.
So, so we're talking about non-verbal communication. So here in Kenya specifically, I would like to quote African moms, or rather Kenyan moms. So, to quote example is that when you come to a room whereby there's a meeting going on between elders, and you come in unannounced, they kind of squint their eyes. They need not say anything. That means you're not supposed to be here, and get out. Or if you come to a party and an event is going on and you mess up, and it's like a way of you not embarrassing them, they just move their head like this to the left, meaning get out and stop making trouble. So I think those are non-verbal communications that, or rather cues, that have been made popular and still applicable till today.
We just saw some interesting aspects of nonverbal communication in all of our different cultures. We see that there are some differences. For example, in Ghana, you use this gesture to say come over, while in Germany we don't use that. Moreover, you should not use your hands while talking to elders, while in Germany this is not the case. On the other hand, we also find similarities. For example, when talking to somebody else, you should keep eye contact to show respect. Overall, we see that the concepts we learned from the Ford Communication Program can also be applied to nonverbal communication. Emotions can be expressed by nonverbal communication. Men and women might have a different nonverbal communication, and overall, nonverbal communication plays an important role in successful communication. When talking to somebody, especially in an intercultural environment, you should always be aware of your own nonverbal communication, and you should be aware that your nonverbal communication and the other person's nonverbal communication might differ, so you can avoid misunderstandings or insulting somebody else. Finally, we can say that we are really happy to have participated in the Ford Communication Program. We learned a lot, and we would like to thank our supervisors and advisors for making this experience and this learning possible. Thank you.